meat and I don't know what to make. It's kind of like the saying, I have a whole wardrobe of clothing, but I don't know what to wear. Let's get looking in these cupboards. Oh yes, everything is scratch cooking. Well, let's see. What can we make today? Oh, I got a couple of odds and ends. Oh, a couple of soups. Okay. Well, let's see. This was given to me a couple years ago. It's canned potatoes. I don't use canned potatoes. That's why it's been sitting in my cupboard for all these years. Oh, this was way back 4 years ago. And I got some of this with my friend John. He was in charge of the food bank and he had a bunch of these. Well, this one here I left go because I forgot I had it and I canned all the other ones and this one was the 49 cents. And somehow I found this in my cupboard. Well, let's see. We have, oh, and look, an old package that has something stuck on the outside of it of frozen vegetables. And, well, we have a cabbage that seen better days and hopefully we can get some of that. What am I making? You guessed it right. We are going to be making some minestrone or vegetable or everything but the kitchen sink soup. This came from the food pantry a long time ago as well. And here I have some of my very weak tomato juice. One time I did a video on this 2 years ago and somebody said, it looks so weak. It is. It's tomato juice, but it's not very strong. It's more like tomato water, but it makes great base for soup. In a matter of a snap of my fingers, I'm gonna open everything up, put it on the stove, and then we'll have some soup. You know what? I think we have something else I could use. Now where, oh where could it be? Well, that's cream corn. I can't use that. Black-eyed peas. What are these? Pinto beans. Well, I don't see why we can't use pinto beans in the soup. I have so many of these. Let's put it together. In today's episode of Homestead Tessie, scrounging up everything she can to make a meal that's fit for a king. All right, so those of you who love recipes, this is not a recipe, it's just throwing everything together. This is actually gonna make quite a bit. I don't have any meat in it. And I don't think I'm gonna have meat in it unless I add some chicken. I think I'll keep that for a meal. So this is gonna be non-meat. That's the one thing nice about it is you can just put whatever you want in it. If I had some well, I do have ground beef that's canned. No, I think I'll just have it like this. That way when our daughter comes, she doesn't eat meat. She would be more than happy to eat this. So it's a meatless. Now, there's nothing special about this video. There's nothing really special about me making this. But sometimes just watching a video encourages you. So in other words, while this isn't a recipe that everybody's going to run out to the grocery store and buy all the ingredients, if you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, I just don't feel like making another meal, maybe by watching me will help encourage you to make what I'm making. I went a little happy on the cabbage because I really wanted to use it up, and we love cabbage. The only thing this is missing is tomatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and find some chopped tomatoes and add that to it, and then we have to just heat it up, well, cook it, and then we'll eat it. All right, so I have a bunch of these whole tomatoes. So all I'm doing is taking my kitchen scissors. These are the scissors I use for the kitchen. And I'm just gonna cut these up. Now they are with Italian seasoning, but that's not gonna hurt nothing at all. And I think it's gonna make it really, really good. So we're going to add this to the soup. Now all we have to do is cook it until it's finished. I'll take the basil leaf out. All right, let's go and cook it. Woohoo! That's a lot of soup. Now, as it cooks, I will add the seasoning. And I'm probably just gonna add like a handful of these noodles just to give it a little bit more heartiness to it. I wouldn't have to have the pasta in it. I'm actually low in my canning jars, so now I just have another 3 of them because I never thought about it. I like to make gifts in a jar all year round, and I just didn't quite think about that. But I have these jars now and I can use them. It's one thing nice about canning. Canning jars, you can use them over and over and over again. Hi everybody, I'm back and everything is finished. It's almost as quick as fast food without the cost, and it's sure a whole lot better. I did add some salt and pepper, and I added some of my homemade Mrs. Dash seasoning mix. This is herbs that were growing in my garden, along with dehydrated onion. I did add some onion to this. When I turned the camera off, I thought about it. I thought, wait a minute, I don't have any onion. So I did add some frozen onion. Absolutely amazing. Very filling and very good. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys again. Wait, tomorrow. Bye, everybody.